Yeah, so I'm here in El Salvador to first and foremost support my daughter who's doing the ISA World Juniors, and also to enjoy El Salvador and find some fun waves and enjoy the culture. It's my 5th time down here, so I've really enjoyed being here. Yeah, I did exactly. Made the final at Punta Roca one time here, and that was my first time here, and it was amazing. We got such good waves, and ever since that trip, I've just loved coming back here. So yeah, I've done a few, and other than that, I've just done photo trips here, just looking for good waves, and I love just this whole coastline. So many perfect right points, so it's perfect for me and my twin fins that I like to ride now. Yeah, personally I love the culture's really laid back along the coastline here, and it's a beautiful place, and it's not too many people. There's still lots of little hidden nooks where you can still find some fun waves, and yeah, it's right hand points and it's warm water, so what's not to love? Yeah, there's definitely moments of being afraid because Sierra's still my little girl, she's still my little girl, and but I love seeing her push herself and be inspired by other people and other sports, and pushing herself in her sport of surfing from going for big airs and trying to get big barrels and stuff like that. It does scare me sometimes though. The only pressure I would put on her is to make sure if she has a goal that she has to push herself to achieve those goals. And I mean, there's only so much I can do, she has to do a lot for herself. So I just try and keep her inspired and happy and having fun and enjoying the whole process. When she was little, it was so surprising, and the things that she could do and how quick she would pick things up and how hard she would go and what she would do. I'd be like, whoa, no way. She was constantly doing something I'd be like, I didn't think she was capable of, and she would keep doing it, and it was really cool. The most advice, especially when it comes to surfing, being a surfing father, is first and foremost, surfing is a love and a passion and a lifestyle, and embrace that first before you even implement any competition or anything like that. Make sure it's fun and enjoyable, and it's something that they'll want to do until the day they die, not just for this little bit of time to compete. It should be something you should be able to share with your kid for the rest of your life. No, definitely no comeback for me for competition, but I am really enjoying my surfing, and I'm still pushing myself with my own surfing in the way of trying to draw new lines and ride different boards and equipment, and just stay inspired for myself to keep pushing myself in the way of whether it be equipment design or whether it be my surfing, or and just stay inspired and enjoy it. No, I think it was I was pretty good about exploring during my tour days. My board and equipment would change all the time. I wish I did get a little bit more experimental, but I was pretty experimental. I surfed some heats on some asymmetrical quads in WCT heats at Chopu and Fiji, so I definitely like to explore a little bit more than some of the other people, but I do wish I was a bit more on the twin fins back then, especially for places like J Bay and Bells Beach. All these amazing waves for twin fins I wish I was a bit more adapted to the twin fin back then. Yeah, there's definitely the surfing. I feel like they're trying to find a balance where they're going very entertainment and very professional at the same time. And at the end of the day, it's surfing, surfing is a culture, it's a lifestyle, and there's got to be a balance of a little bit of both, even when it does come to competition. So, and the promotion of the sport and the media behind it. So we'll see. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next 10 years, whether it keeps pushing forward in the real dramatic professional form, or it might scale back and they might find a well-balanced tour with just really good wave locations and just trying to get the guys to do really high performance in great waves and let the surfing do the talking. Man, I battle a little bit with the whole professional competition side, just with me personally, because for me, surfing was always a lifestyle. It was always fun. That's what it was way before competition to me. It meant a lot more to me. And as long as that means that to my daughter at the same time, as long as she just does it her own way and enjoys the process, I just want her to create her own path and not try and follow and try and do what other people are doing, and just do it her own way. No, I'm not too worried. I mean, I think only places going to crowd. The city beaches are going to be very crowded. They already are very crowded, but there's always places to find waves. You just got to look harder. The mid-season cut it's too early, I think. If they're going to do a cut, I'd like it to be later in the season, maybe after 7 or 8 events, and then just have 1 or 2 events to make the final 5, and then final 5. I don't mind, if they're going to do it, I wish they just did it a little bit later and gave a little bit more opportunity for the people that have just qualified, so they can do more than 5 events, like 7 or 8 events would be good. I like watching the final 5, but then again, I watched the one last year and I wanted Felipe to win the event, but then I thought Gabriel deserved the world title, so I don't know what that means. No, I won't be here to stay and see the Punta Roca CT, but I've been surfing there a couple of times and I cannot wait to see the CT guys out there. They're going to do some amazing surfing. Oh, it's going to be hard to beat like the Felipe. I think Felipe's forehand from what he's done at J-Bay, and then I feel like there's a little bit of similarity to J-Bay out there, but then also it has a little bit of Karamas, that kind of performance as well. And I mean, him and John are going to be pretty hard to beat in those kind of circumstances where it's big turns and big airs. Women's side, I mean, Carissa's so strong in her forehand, it's kind of pretty tough to beat when she gets a little bit of power behind her. It's like she's on another level. Favorite wave would probably be either Punta Roca or Punta Mango.